Hey, I'm Jeremy Coker, Christian Craig's mechanic from Chorley Designs, Lucas Oil, Honda. You're watching TransWorld MOTOcross How-Tos presented by Bike Bandit. Today we're going to show you how to change bars and grips. Alright, first thing you got to start out with, not on all bikes, but if you run a cycler front number plate, you got to go ahead and cut the zip tie off the bar pad. Once you got that off, pull your bar pad off. After you do that, you go ahead and remove your controls by using an 8 T-handle. And then I kind of go ahead and just let them hang. It's not too big of a deal. Pull your clutch off. Once you have your clutch and your brake off, just loosen up your throttle tube because you can't really pull it off until you remove the bars. After that, you can go ahead and remove your kill switch. Most kill switches on the Hondas are all Phillips heads. When you're removing them, make sure you don't lose these clips. I've done it. Depending on how you fasten down your kill switch wire, you got to remove that. I use electrical tape. Go ahead and cut your electrical tape off. Alright, once you have everything removed from the bars, grab a 10 T-handle, loosen up the bars. Pull your top bar mount out. Pull your bars off. When you pull your bars off, you can remove your throttle tube. And when putting new bars on, first thing to do is I use some Lucas Oil assembly lube on the throttle side. Go ahead and put it on. Kind of spread it evenly. And then that's for the throttle tube. Always put the throttle tube on first because it's really hard to get it on once the bars are on. Set your bars in the bar mount. Grab your top bar mount. Put it on. Now setting your bars, well, it all depends on the rider. My rider, Christian Craig, for example, likes them pretty pulled back a pretty good distance. On the Renthal bars, they come with these marks on them, kind of help you set them. Remember, once you set them until you can remember when you replace them, where to reset them. Christian in particular likes them on the mark number 2. So once you have them set, you can go ahead and tighten them down. I always tighten the front of the bar mount down first, then tighten the back side. Just go ahead and cinch them down pretty tight. I kind of just get them halfway tight with a T-handle. I like to tighten them more with a wrench once I have everything assembled. Once you have your bars tight, you can go ahead and push the throttle tube on. Tighten it. Make sure you push your throttle tube all the way on. I've done it before where I thought I pushed it all the way on, but I didn't. And Christian thought he had really wide bars. So after you do that, grab your front brake, put it back on. Obviously, setting where your levers are, it's all based on your rider. Christian in particular likes them pretty level to when you set your hand on the bar, right about there. Go ahead and cinch them down. And then before I put the clutch side back on, you always want to put your grip on first, because if you put your clutch on, it might be over too far before you put your grip on. So putting the grip on, best way to go about it is grab a grip, just poke a hole in the end of the grip, so when you put it on, kind of air can escape out of it. Use some grip glue. I use Grip It. It's all preference, really. Then once you put the grip glue on, just kind of spread it on the bar. Don't wait too long to put your grip on because it can be a pain. Kind of push it on, lift this side of the grip up to let the air escape. Kind of where you poke that hole, kind of spread it apart so the air can escape. And there you go, you got your grip on. Depending on what kind of grips you run, if you run no waffle like Christian does, it's not too critical where you line it up. If you run half waffle grips, obviously you want the half waffle on the bottom. So once you have that on, you can go ahead and put your clutch lever back on. Clutch lever, just like the brake, setting it all depends on the rider. Christian likes them pretty level. Set it, tighten it down, and that's that. Next thing, go ahead and put your kill switch back on. Kill switch mainly and usually goes on the opposite side of the clutch lever, right next to the grip. All depends really on where you like it. Get that together and tighten it down. Placement for it, that's totally up to you. We tend to run them straight up and down. Less chance for the rider to accidentally hit it while riding, which would not be a good thing. Once that's tightened, back to fastening down the cable. I use electrical tape. Some people use zip ties. I just think electrical tape looks a little bit better. Just grab your electrical tape, pull you a good size. I tape it on this side of the crossbar and then underneath the crossbar twice, just to make it neat and make sure that it's tight. I usually wrap it around 2 to 3 times, and there's that. Then I do one underneath the crossbar. Now you can put your bar pad back on. When you run 999s, which Christian runs, which are Renthal, which are low cut, it's really a big pain in the butt to put your bar pad on first. So put your bar pad cover on, then your bar pad, and kind of just push it on. All right, that's how you change bars and grips. Thanks for watching TransWorld MOTOcross How To, presented by Bike Bandit.